You could just drape them around your neck for a moment. We'll use them momentarily. Let's take a couple nice deep breaths in. Elongate through your spine. Exhale. Relax the shoulders out of your ears. Inhale to grow tall and exhale to relax. Find the Pilates posture. Weight is evenly distributed in your feet. Maybe you want to lift your toes up for a minute, spread them wide, lay them down, rock forward and back, heels and toes. Find that even weight. Lift up your quads, pull your abs in, lengthen your tailbone. Drop your shoulders out of your ears and stay tall. So that's our beautiful Pilates postures. We're going to start really easy. Take your band. Mine is already folded in half. Mine is actually tied in half. I want you to fold yours in half and then bring your hands right in front of your shoulders, right? So probably about a foot apart, depending on how broad your shoulders are. Okay, bring your hands up a little bit. And the first thing, just a quick reminder with bands, you don't want if you're gripping especially, you don't want your knuckles going down, and you especially don't want them going up like that. So you want your knuckle, your wrist, and your forearm in a straight line. So I'm just going to turn sideways for a moment. Shoulders out of your ears. Let's shift our weight very slightly into the toes. Sorry. And then from there, hands at shoulder height, roll the shoulders out of your ears, bend your elbows, just a little pull back, just a little upright rowing motion. But what I want you to notice is that you're not here, right? Weight is still in your toes. Just a couple more, warming up those shoulder blades. Last two, and last one, arms in front and straight out. And then keeping your ribs down, bring the arms a little higher and a little wider, a little higher and a little wider. And then again, shoulders back and down. Notice if the ribs popped up, pull them down every time you exhale. And now again, we're going to pull down from here, sort of just a warm up for your lats. Again, working some posture muscles. Not a big deal here, just a warm up. Beautiful. Bring it down. I want you, we're going to use the band tied up for the first few exercises. So mine is already folded in half and tied. I want you to make a loop like this and bring it across your thighs, higher than your knees. So give everybody a chance. Tie a knot in it, that should hold. And then step out, feet about hip distance apart or a little wider so you feel tension on those bands. So take a moment, I'll give you guys, I know some of you are still tying your bands. So you can either just tie one, well, I prefer you have it doubled up so that it's going to be challenging enough for you. So fold it in half and then tie it in your loop, if that makes sense. All right, we're going to shift our weight onto our right leg and bring the left leg to the side. It's going to want to bend, so I want you to flex and pull your toes back towards your face. Bend your right knee a little bit, hands in prayer for balance, and then lift that left leg up and up. As you do so, I want you to keep your toe either pointed forward or even better, a little bit pigeon-toed would be awesome. So we're working that outer hip. If you didn't get a chance to tie your band, you can do this without. But we are going to be keeping this on our thighs for several exercises, so you might as well, get it when you get a chance. 4 more like this, and we're going to leave that up there. Last 2, last 1, leave that leg in the air, bend a little deeper into your right leg as if you're sitting down on a chair, and then take that left leg, lift an inch, 1 inch, and 1, and 1. And 1. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand it up. So hopefully that right side was feeling something from stabilizing and the left from working. So now we shift the weight onto that left leg, right leg out to the side, bend that left knee, flex through your right toes so that that quad is active. Turn in if you can and lift. Now, you can tap your foot down every time If you need to put weight on it, that's fine, but I'd rather you keep all the weight on that left leg with that knee bent. Hold it up. Sit a little deeper in the left leg. Give me pulses and lift 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 and lift. I'm right here, babes. I'm right here. I'll be inside. I'll be inside. Beautiful thing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, that was some inner and outer, or that was some outer thigh work. Keep the bands where they are. We're going to keep going with that. Mosey your way down to a lying down position. Hug the knees in and just give yourself a little low back stretch for a moment. And again, still a chance to wrap that band around your thighs, because as I said, we're going to keep using that. All right, and then feet down as if you're going to go into a bridge. And I want you to widen your feet until you feel some tension on the band. And you may have to move your band a little bit to get greater tension. Fingertips on your hip bones. Nice deep breath in. We're going to rock and roll that sacrum. So we're going to tip and tuck the hips, allowing as if your pelvis is a bowl to spill water out and then scoop it up, spilling and scooping. A couple more times. Good. And then stay in that scooped position, hands down. Reach through the fingers. I want you to remember how it was when we had those bands on our hands. Feel that strength in your arms. Lift your legs up tabletop. And then bring your feet and your knees a little wider still. So again, you feel that tension. And all I want you to do right now is press out. Flex through your heels and press out. Feeling those outer hip muscles, those outer thigh muscles, adductors for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep your hands down on the ground. Reach through your fingers. Flex your heels back. Pull your abs in. Flatten. On the inhale, lower your heels towards the ground. Hover. Press out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your legs apart. Bring them back up. Big deep breath in. Exhale, pull your belly button in. Inhale as you lower your legs. Press out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, forward and press, 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 press. And up. And reach away and push, 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 push. And back up again. Reach, 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 reach. You should feel abs and outer thighs. And then hug that in, take a little break. Feet back down on the ground. So a minute ago, we articulated through those hips. This time, find neutral. You guys all watched the video, of course. Pull your ribs in, pull your abs in. Arms stretched long, lift up in your bridge. Make sure your feet are wide enough across that you feel far enough apart, that you feel tension on the bands. And from here, press out, press out, press out, press out. Now press out with the hips even higher as if you're trying to get your knees and your hips and your shoulders in line, and then push the knees forward to lift even higher. And lift, pull your ribs in and lift and lift. Now we're gonna add on, press the knees open as you lift, open lift, open lift, open lift, open lift. 3, 2, and 1. Tap down, take a breath. All right, walk your left foot in towards the midline, straighten your right leg out, deep breath in, bridge it up, bring your right leg up, open, bring it out to the side, flex through the heel, even up your hips. See if that right one dropped down and press open with both legs, opening left and opening right. We're just doing a few of these because we're working those outer hips a lot today already. But this should add that glute in also. Keep lifting and pressing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heel down, hips down, deep breath in. Exhale, right back up again. Stretch it out, lift it a little higher. Oops, sorry, I guess we did that a different way. Flex through that left leg. Make sure that left hip didn't drop. Lift it up, press out with both, and press. Four more. And relax. Woo! And yet we are not quite done. A little more outer hip stuff. And then I promise we'll get to our abs and some other lovelies. So roll over to face me, stack those knees, stack those hips. Lift your waistline off the ground. Pilates V with your feet. So toes are on the ground, heels are together, knees are open already, waistline lifted, head in line with your spine. And then from there, lift that knee a little farther open. So rotate open, rotate open. Try not to roll backwards when you rotate though, and lift, and lift. Good. And now keep your knees, or excuse me, keep your knees open, but lift your heels and go from there. Just 4 more, because I know we're doing a lot of this. And relax. Woo! Other side, please. All right. Bring that down. Stack your hips. Stack your legs. Pilates V with your feet. Open your knees a little bit. From there, press open and open. Good. Leave those legs open, but lift. What did we do? We lifted our knees. There we go. Lift that bottom knee and press open and open. Just 2 more and relax. All right. For now, slip that off. Goodness gracious. Your hips should be feeling quite warmed up. We're going to lie back down. Fold your band in half for me, please, and bring it right above you. All right, let's just get a little bit of that shoulder awareness. So reach all 10 fingers to the sky, feel the shoulder blades lift, and then press down and open a little bit. Lift up, press down and open. We're going to try and do this right now with straight arms, just a few times. And then when you're ready, add on straight arms at the top, but then bend out wide when you're lying down. And again, we're just getting that shoulder awareness, that posture awareness. I notice when I pull down, I pop my ribs up. So now let's add on and keep your ribs down, even though you're pulling those shoulder blades together. Last 2, last 1, bring it down, get your elbows on the ground, push your shoulder blades down, and then bring your arms straight above you with tension, pushing out on the band. Deep breath in, exhale, float the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. Reach 4 inches higher. What? And then bring your arms up over your head, and then exhale down. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, reach and press, and come down. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tension on the band as you reach and down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, reach and stretch and down. 4 more. Exhale, lift. Reach and stretch. Last 1, lift it up, bring your legs tabletop, hug them in, bring your arms underneath, and then go back to your tabletop. Pull tension on the band and pump up and down. Shoulder blades should still be on the mat. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for your 100. Stay here, or legs can be straight up, or they can be out on an angle, or you can bend on the inhales, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and extend on the exhales. Inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale. Last two. And extend, scoop that band. I want you to bring it behind your head, elbows to the sky. So relaxed position for the head. Inhale, reach your legs, extend your arms, and then exhale, bend, and bring yourself a little closer. Inhale, extend, press out. Exhale, bend a little closer. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend a little closer. So just a little variation of our double leg stretch. Put a little extra challenge, hopefully. Keep it going. Just a few more here. And relax. Feet on the ground. Let's do one more ab and then we're gonna go back to one more booty exercise. So bring your hands, I don't know, about a foot apart, and bring that band on the front of your right thigh. Stack that right leg in tabletop. Deep breath in, extend, lift yourself up and reach your arms, extend. Feel that stretch, shoulders out of your ears. Stretch your left leg out on the ground. And then we're gonna lift and push against the right leg. Lift and push against the right leg. Option, if you feel this too much in your low back, is to bend that left knee. Stronger option might be to extend it. And reach. And reach. And reach. So every time you push long against your thigh is resisting being moved. So keep your hands against the thigh the whole time, or your band against the thigh the whole time, right? But just option to press and press and press. Good. And press and press. I hope y'all feel these. I do. And press and relax. Woo! Left leg up in tabletop, hands reaching past. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Press against that left thigh as that left thigh presses against the band and press. Options, right leg extended. If that's too strong on your low back, that right leg is bent. Or you can also extend it. So this is what we're doing instead of single leg stretch today, but I'm hoping you feel it. 4 more. And relax. All right, fold your band in half for me, please. And then yours will look different, but once you folded it in half, lengthen your fingers if you can, lay that band across your hips, and then get all 10 fingers on the ground. Now, if you're gripping your band, just try to get your knuckles on the ground. And then get your wrist as close as possible. Then your forearm, your elbow, your triceps, and here's the big one, are your shoulders lifted up. Press them into the ground. Nod your head yes. Deep breath in. We're going to keep all parts of our arm on the ground, but we're going to lift up against that band, and that should be strong, right? Hands are reaching long, and then we press up against the band and resist with our hand, band and hand, squeezing up, pressing down, squeezing up, pressing down with the hands, hips up but hands down, hips up but hands down, and lift and squeeze. And lift and squeeze. So it's a bum exercise, a glute exercise, but I feel a lot of triceps going on. Press, press, and relax. All right. We're going to bring that band to the right foot. Now I'm going to give you a couple options. The safest option is to bring the band over the top of the foot, cross it in the back, and then hold on. So now you're super secure. But if you want to actually get maybe a little bit of stretch at the same time, you could try putting your foot into the band parallel with the band. So it looks like that. And then choke up on the band as much as you feel like you can and still have your right shoulder blade on the ground and still have that foot in the band. And then if you do have it lengthwise like this, just take a moment and press through the ball of the foot and the toes, even if you don't, and then pull the toes back and the ball of the foot back and the heel presses up, and then ball of the foot and toe. Thank you, Susan, for this. And we're going to stay in that pointed position. And we're going to start some nice, small, controlled leg circles. You inhale when you start your circle, and you exhale to finish your circle. And because we're using the band today, you should be able to feel that you might be able to go a little bigger with your circle and still not get wobbly in your hips. If you have the flexibility to straighten your left leg out and get that knee, back of the knee close to the ground, then try that. So inhaling down and around and exhaling to finish, and inhaling down and around and exhaling to finish. So nice big circles when you're ready without any movement in those hips. Just let the head of the femur, that hip bone, move freely in your hip socket. Good. On this next one, leave that leg up there, flex through the heel, bring your left knee in, lift up, reaching, 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 and then just see if you could rock yourself about halfway up. That's all. And then roll back down. Preview. Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing on the left side. Again, option is to go across the top of the foot, crisscross in the back, so you can hold the foot really securely. Or if you want to, put your foot parallel inside the band. And then again, if whether you have it parallel or not, just take a moment to do some foot movement by pushing up towards the sky, and then toes back, ball of the foot back, heel up, and then ball of the foot and toe, and then one more time back into flexion, and then point. And then we'll start those small circles without movement in those hips, alternating your direction every time, feeling free to straighten out that right leg, and feeling free to make bigger circles. Again, only if those hips stay nice and quiet. And then just notice, I noticed that my shoulders also got really tense with that. My ribs wanted to pop up. Beautiful. On the next one, leave that left leg up there. Bring your right leg about halfway up. Climb your way up. Roll yourself about halfway up. And then roll back down. Again, that's just, preview for later. All right, let's take the band across the ankles and bring your hands nice and tight. Little rock side to side, or if that feels okay to you, bring your forehead towards your knees and start a little rolling like a ball. Keep your belly button in, rolling on that spine, elbows nice and wide. And next time you come up, we'll go ahead and stay. And we're all going to lasso the tops of our feet and then bring the band around the arches. So it looks like that. And then sit up nice and tall. And we're going to go thumbs up to start with, right? Just a simple rowing motion. Your legs, it depends. They can be wide, they can be bent, they can be straight and together, or wide and together, so long as this isn't happening, right? So we're way up on those sit bones, little rowing motion. And then we're going to change it. Palms go down, hands go lower, and then we lift up as we pull back. So once again, just working some posture muscles. It's subtle. 4, 3, 2. The last one, hold it up, elbows higher than your wrists. Again, make sure your wrists aren't cocked. They're in a straight line. Squeeze your shoulder blades, squeeze your elbows, and squeeze, and squeeze, and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Then just flip your hands, palm to the sky, bend your elbows, and pull yourself into a beautiful spine stretch with your arms doing the work for you. Nice. All right. Let's go ahead, leave the bands where they are, but maybe bring your feet closer together. So you may need to tighten that up a little bit. So a minute ago I said preview, right? So we're gonna go palms or thumbs up again. We're gonna extend that left leg up a little bit. We're gonna bend that right knee. And we're just gonna tip back until we're balanced. And then we're gonna see if we can straighten out the right leg too. And then we're gonna bend the right knee and lower the left leg and sit up. And then we're gonna stretch the right leg, bend the left knee, find your balance, stretch the right leg, stretch the left leg. Bend both knees and come down. So keep hold of your band, maybe go a little closer, pick both legs up if you can, lift them tabletop and extend them up if you can, and that's all I'm asking for right now. Bend them and bring them down and lift them and straighten them. Bend and down and lift and straighten. We're gonna add on one more time. Bend, straighten, stay here, lower yourself about halfway, and then lift yourself up. Even if it's a small range of motion, that's okay. So you're using those posture muscles behind your shoulder blades again, and obviously you're using your abs. The more you choke up on those bands, the easier it'll be for you to pull yourself up, and you are trying to do this without moving your legs. Some of you are going to be able to roll all the way down and come all the way up, and that's fine. And then we're going to bend the knees and lengthen out for a second. We're going to go right back into that position. So we're going to bend the knees again and bring them to tabletop. And then we're going to try straightening the legs and leading the torso where it is this time and lifting and lowering the legs. And then bend and sit. Okay, so you guys probably know we're headed to full teaser. Full teaser is not a rocking, right? It's not this. I don't bring myself up and down by lifting and lowering my legs. Instead, I bring everything down at the same time. And then as best I can, I lift everything up at the same time, trying to come into that V angle with toes higher than the eyes, shoulder blades squeezed together, and then all the way down. Join me if you want. If that's not working for you, go back to any of those previous iterations. On this last one, just do your best, come up, try to find balance, even if it's here or here, just find a balanced position, holding for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down and untangle that, please. All right. Let's leave the band for just a moment. And come all the way over, sorry, I was thinking which order I wanted to do this in. Let's go over onto our abdominals again, or not again, but for today. All right, and then take your band behind you, let it lie across your sacrum. Palms are facing the sky, and then grab hold of your band, it's folded in half, and it's just between your thumbs and your index finger, and reach long through those fingers. Bring your big toes to touch, toenails are on the ground, and then forehead back to center. Stretch your arms away, lift your shoulders together, so squeeze those shoulder blades. Deep breath in, exhale, lift the torso up, squeezing those shoulder blades, lifting and reaching those arms as even as possible, and exhale down. Deep breath in. Exhale, reach, squeeze, lift shoulder muscles, and down. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift, squeeze. All 10 toes are on the ground, and relax. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Reach, 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 and relax. Just 2 more times. Deep breath in, reach. and relax. Last time, reach and relax. We're going to press back in a resting position, shell stretch. And then as we come forward, we're coming onto our forearms. And the bands, you want it loose, but hands, so when I lie down with my hands apart, there's some slack in that band. All right. So as you are ready, you're going to find a plank position, whether that's on the fronts of your thighs or up on your toes. Then you're going to rotate towards me and take your top arm and open up. That's why I said you need slack. Come down, back through center plank, rotate the other way, open to the other side. And back through center, keep that slack, find that plank, rotate, open it, back through center, find the plank, rotate the other way, open it up, back through center, find that plank. Option to make it a row and then an extension. And that will get, once again, shoulders and triceps. So if you want, elbow first row and then extend, there's your tricep. One more each direction, pivot, row if you want, or just open, and then tricep extension, down, plank, pivot, row, and extend. Back to center and down. Woo, I hope you all felt those. Relax those hips side to side, please. Okay. We're going to put that band across your right foot. And then, so my band is too short for this, but you'll see where we're headed. Then bring that over your left shoulder. So right foot, left shoulder. And then back down, round into your cat, open into your cow. From your cow position, pull your abs in and find neutral. So the goal eventually is to straighten your left arm and your right leg. So my band is too short, so I'm going to go left arm and bent right leg. And that should be a bird dog extension, but if you wanted to, you could go up and down. Or if you happen to have a really short band as mine is, keep going if you're there. You could just do that leg. Trying to think other tricks you could do. Oh, interesting. And relax. All right, switch it up. Band goes over your left foot or left ankle, whatever you can. And up and across your right shoulder. And then again, the goal is, once you come down, exhale cat and inhale cow, the goal is to get that right arm straight and that left leg straight, which again, my band is way short, so that's not going to happen. But I discovered a trick. You guys go ahead. I'll meet you in a moment. Good. I said good to myself, I guess. And relax. So that was for that rear chain, right? Rear chain being your glutes, low back, posture muscles. Good work. All right. Back to a seated position. Shoulders out of your ears. Grab your bands, and again, they are folded in half, and then you're holding about shoulder width apart. Shoulders out of your ears. Arms out in front of you, deep breath in. Exhale, give me a hinge back, and then tuck those ribs in, and you're gonna rotate. We're just gonna keep the band the same distance the whole time for this first round. Exhale, hinge, pull your abs in, rotate, back to center. Exhale up, inhale at the top, exhale back, inhale, rotate. Center, exhale up, inhale at the top, exhale back, and rotate. Take a break. We're gonna add on to that. So now you're gonna have a wider band. Take your left hand and put it on your left knee. Exhale, hinge back, keep your knees together, rotate to the right, tap it down if you can, and tap, and tap. Keeping that left hand on that left knee. Notice if your knees are wanting to wibble wobble like mine were, rotate, rotate, rotate. Couple more. And come up. Take a break. Right hand on your right knee, left arm straight to the side, hinge back, rotate left and tap, left and tap. Look at your knees when you come back to center, see what craziness is going on. And relax. Woo, band across your shins, roll back. Take a little break side to side, please. All right, so we're gonna just have our band in our hand, legs extend up, deep breath in, exhale, lift up, and we're gonna flip that band for now behind that right leg. And we're gonna bring our elbows wide. I've got a pretty tight grip on this. Lift yourself higher by bringing your elbows outward and lifting yourself towards that knee, and then flex through both heels for a deeper scissor stretch. And then pull that right leg even closer. Try and get your shoulders out of your ears. Mine were creeping up, creeping, creeping. And then back through center. And we're just going to switch that grip to the left side. Left foot flexes. Pull those elbows wide to bring the knee in, but then lift yourself higher. Keep bringing the leg closer and you higher. Elbows wide, shoulders out of your ears. Then we're going to do both legs. Bring it in. Flex through both heels, lift yourself higher, and then lower your legs halfway, lift yourself up, exhale, lower, bring the legs in, roll halfway up, exhale, lower. So we did the scissor earlier, and I said, don't do this. This is like rowing your boat, rocking, but you get to do it now. But not a full blown, just a little bit. There is an exercise called boomerang that'll kind of, it's a little reminiscent of this. Good, last two. And then on that last one, we're just gonna go to a place where we can balance. Shoulders up out of our ears, elbows high, shoulder blades pull back, toes pointed. Notice if you've dropped and dumped into those, that low back, and bend your knees and hug that in and take that nice little break here. Hips side to side. Good, and then we're gonna go back to a quick little reminder of our shoulders. So hands just a little bit apart. Press them down. Press the shoulders down and down and down and down. And now bring that band across your rib cage, deep breath in. Exhale, push your ribs down. So now everything should be where it's supposed to. Bring your arms up over your shoulders. Deep breath in. On the exhale, bring your arms over your head, but don't let anything pop up in your ribs nor your shoulders. Bend the elbows, press them up and out, palms towards me. Bend the elbows, press them up and out. A little tricep work, but an isometric contraction in your abdominals. 2 more like that. Good, last one, bring your arms up, and I'll just show you again from here. So when we're doing that work, our fingers our palms are pointed opposite direction. It's a little bend of the elbow and a press out, little bend and a press out. So it's just tricep work. So start doing that again, but start bringing your arms up over your head, but ensure that the ribs aren't popping up at the same time. And press out and open, and out and open, and out and open for 4, ribs in, and 3, and 2, and 1. We're going to relax, tuck those knees in, bring that band across those ankles again. All right, beautiful. Okay, we're back in our little rocking position. So option to, of course, rock side to side, or bring your forehead to your knees and rolling like a ball again. And roll all the way up. And then we're going to go into a straight-legged position. So again, we're going to lasso our feet, band in front, and then comes around behind the arches. We're going to try a roll up with the bands. So we want thumbs up, even biceps up if you want. Maybe start with a little bend in the knees, and then start lowering yourself about halfway where you would for a roll down, and then tuck and see if you can roll the rest of the way. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, bend your elbows, head, neck, and shoulders float up, and then use that band without lifting your feet up to pull yourself up, roll up position. When you get to the top, you can let some slack out. Deep breath in, exhale. So legs go straight if you already can do that, but really articulate that spine. By using the band here, we really have that opportunity to see what's going on in the spine. Even begin to notice if one side wants to lift up sooner than the other. Take it nice and slow. Now, by the way, if this is not happening for you, you're just going to come up as far as you feel like you can without your legs doing something crazy wild, and then relax down, right? Pause when you get to that top, and then relax down. Or come all the way up, do your pause at the top, and then roll back down. And then we're all taking a break again. So de-lasso your feet, sorry. So when we did double leg stretch earlier, we gave ourselves support, and we're going to do that again for the last little round here. So bring that band behind your skull, at the base of your skull, but not on your neck. Elbows to the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, float the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. So my head should be really relaxed, and my elbows are forward. And I want you, therefore, since you've got support, to come 2 inches higher. And then I want you to rotate towards me and widen your elbows, especially that back elbow. Try and take it out of your peripheral vision. Stay lifted. Both shoulder blades are off the ground. Opposite direction, open your elbows. Center, rotate to me, open. Center, away, open. So especially that back elbow, don't forget it. Shh. 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 Again, oblique work here. I hope you are feeling. And relax. And that band goes across your shins. And take a nice break here. Maybe let those hips rock in a circle, both directions. And then we're going to put the right foot on the ground. We're going to take that band across the front or top of the left foot and then crisscross behind. Or again, if you want to do that parallel position with the foot the length of the band, you are welcome to do so. And then really choke up on that band, pull your toes back towards your face, and press your shoulder blade down to bring that leg even closer. Let the right leg open to the right and let the left leg open to the left. And then bring both legs back to center. Keep both legs bent for now. Bring your left knee in really, really close. Pull your toes back. Start to feel some hamstring stretch and low back stretch. And then flex that leg straight, and you've got a tight grip. You might feel a deeper stretch than normal on your hamstring. And bend that knee in again. And then flex to lift it, and now we'll go ahead and straighten the right leg. And then the band goes in your right hand, the knee bends again, and we're gonna bring that over towards your right shoulder. And then if you want, all the way over into a twist. And if you really want, you can straighten that leg out and hold on to that band. Big twist. And as you bend that left knee, slip the foot out of the band and cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Bend your right knee and find either the front of the shin if you can, or thread your needle behind the right hamstring, either one. And that should be a nice deep stretch on your left side. You can just use your right hand and then press open with the left. And then finally, crisscross all the way, put your right foot on the ground, walk your hips a little to the left, and drop your knees right. And then straighten both legs as you come back through center. Just notice if there's a difference. Bend both knees for me. Lasso your right foot either front to back or top to bottom, or lengthwise in your band, please. And then choke up on it nice and close. Pull your right shoulder blade down, pull your toes back towards your face, push against the band if you have it in length. And then again, widen the right leg and the left knee, inner thigh and hamstring. And then as you come back to center, we're going to keep that left knee bent for now. We're going to bring that right knee in really close and feel that deep stretch on the right hamstring with the knee in. And then push through that heel. So as I straighten my leg, I'm not letting it move away much, and that's a pretty deep stretch for me. Then straighten out the left leg, bend your right knee, bring it over towards your left shoulder, and then across if you want, straighten it out if you like. And then as that leg comes back, you can take it out of the band, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. You can lift up, you can thread your needle with or without the band, or over your shin. You can use your right hand to push that right knee open, totally up to you guys. And then close that gap. Move your hips a little to the right and let your knees drop left. And then straighten both legs. We're going to rotate over onto our side to mosey our way onto our hands and knees. Grab that unmute button if you want, or push that unmute button if you'd like. And we are back to center. We have our scared Halloween cat. And cow. From that cow position, with that tailbone up in the air, go ahead and tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for a down dog. Maybe pedal one heel out at a time. Good. Mosey your way back to a deep bend in your knees so your hands can come onto your thighs with a flat back. I heard a pig. One more cat. And one less cow for now. Good job, you guys.
Thank you.
If you want for OMG, any comments you might have in preparation for next week's Happy Haunting.